Welcome back to my bedroom. You are so welcome here. This is episode 5 of Pillow Talk. We're halfway through the season of Sex.Life, season 3. And in this episode, we have got lots of photos. I just wanted to spam you because I think this is when there were lots of digi cameras, and so I've got lots of good photos for you. We've got pics of me and Rugby Boy at the Sevens and my 21st with Penis Leash. Pics of G.I. Joe for those of you who like army and uniformed men, and there's unblurred pics of the last time that I saw Ant. Plus, we hear from my friend who was in the tent the night that G.I. Joe munched me out. I feel so coy saying that. We have the interview with Mama Cares that we have every week, and I am answering all your juicy questions that you wanted to know about the podcast thus far. At the start of episode 5, we are debriefing home play, and Hayley and Rachel both give quite an emotional response, unlike myself, who raged out. But what is really beautiful about it, and the response that we've had from people, really shows how important body neutrality is, which is something we just slightly touched on in the potty. And so I just want to explain this concept a little bit more, because actually it can be really healing, because this self-love movement of yeah, love your body is a crock of shit to me. It's impossible to do that every day. And whilst we can strive for that, the reality is it's really hard. So body neutrality is the concept that you just take your body for what it is and what it can do. So for example, I have got arms. These are my arms, and these arms allow me to hug the people that I love, carry firewood. I'm stoked. I'm really, really grateful for my arms. It might be my eyes. I'm so glad I can see the beauty of this life. And actually, when we realize that that's not the experience for everybody with different parts of bodies, then we can move into a space of gratitude for them. And then it becomes a lot more of my body is great because it does so much and I can feel so much. And especially when it comes to pleasure, we want to be feeling good in the body. So practice that in your own life and let me know how you get on. I thought it would be quite funny to talk to my friend Laura, who was in the tent that night when G.I. Joe munched me out in the sleeping bag, after she had said no funny business. So I don't know if she will do it or not, but we'll see. Oh, hey darling, it's just me. Hey, I was wondering if you could send me a voice message just telling me what it was like for you when you were in the tent that night that who munched me out, and if you've ever been able to look at him the same way. Let me know. Love you lots. Laura has replied. She's sent a few messages. I don't know what she's going to say, but let's see.
Oh my goodness. I had erased that from my memory. Maybe I blocked it out. Maybe it was so traumatic. Holy hecka. Morgs. The noises. It was the noises for me because I knew exactly what was happening. It was I can't deal. Oh. Yeah, no, my bestie was getting munched out beside me. There's a part of me that's yes, girl, get it. But, nah, not right beside me while I'm wide awake. This is so funny. I had totally blocked it out. So, no, when I see him, I wouldn't even think about it. But now when I do, I'm going to be oh, Lordy. Morgs just reminded me of this moment in the tent. Did you guys think I was sleeping?
What is funny is that she now sees G.I. Joe a lot. Their kids go to the same daycare, so she sees him at pickup. So now that I've reminded her, it's going to get weird. We're halfway through the season. I thought it was time for a little Q&A, so you didn't have to wait right to the end to hold on to your burning questions. I put a question box, not her, up on Instagram. Here they are. Do you think you're a better singer than Hayley? Not in any way, shape or form. She is a songbird. She is divine, and I am something you would gag. No. I'm not even going to read this out loud. This has come from my friend Pootie. She knows damn well that I had my handbag stolen while I was smooching on the beach in Barcelona. Stole my camera, you know, the old school cameras, some casholas. Yeah, but the smooch was worth it, and I'm glad you were smooching right next to me, Pootie. What's your body count? Does body count even matter? None of your business. It's nobody's business. For those that don't know what body count is, because it's the most disgusting term, this is somebody asking how many people you have slept with. Now, I like semantics, and what I'm wondering is when you say slept with or had sex with, what kind of sex? Are we talking about munching? Are we talking about full penetrative sex? Butt sex? What are we talking about here? This question is sexist, it's misogynistic, it's used to slut shame women, and as a society, we've got to stop asking it. We've got to stop answering it. It is irrelevant. It's like asking someone how many meals they've eaten or for their cell number. It's none of your business. And who cares? Do you do any work for couples in relation to helping mum's libido after 3 children? Yeah, I do. But we don't target the libido to begin with. We target with the reconnection to the body and accepting your body at this point in time as is, and how to find your sensuality back in that current body after lots of hormonal changes, physical changes, emotional changes, usually spiritual as well pops in there. So yeah, there's a lot of layers to work on, but yeah, I think the biggest piece here is about finding out who you are now and what you like and need and desire. Because what I see a lot of is people looking back to how they used to be, but it's like, who are you now? What does she like? What does she want? Ooh, what turns her on? I reckon the roses guy and you should try now. Well, he has got a beautiful wife, absolute sweetheart, and 2 gorgeous children. And he's taken. But I get to have him as a friend. And that is the greatest thing. And actually reconnecting with him because of the podcast, just spending time with him and the ease of which being around him again and reliving those stories has really reminded me that right from the get-go, my most earliest boyfriend, he really saw all of me. I didn't hide any parts of myself, and he really loved me. And it reminded myself how worthy I am to be loved in my totality. So yeah, the roses guy is a real special one. I promised some juicy photos, so let's take a walk down memory lane. Here is my workmate. As you can see, he was a sales rep, so he actually came out with me one day in the Hodaki ute to do a giveaway because he obviously had a crush on me and wanted to spend as much time as he could with me. Awkward. Here I am at the Sevens with Rugby Boy. Again in the crowd, you can see I'm a kinky little sailor girl, and he's not dressed up, he's too cool. Oh, it's my 21st, and there is Rugby Boy, who showed up late. You can also see my Justin Marshall picture in the background. There's Penis Leash at my 21st, and he's obviously been into the cake, and I think him and his cousin Laura were like smearing it on each other. Yep, that's me having a ball at my 21st. This is the New Year's party of Penis Leashes, and that is Penis Leash there, HE, and you can see all the tents in the background. We're camping, and I've got my hand on somebody else's knee. Do you know what? I actually think that might be Browse. I actually think that's his knee because I can see those big long limbs coming out. That is G.I. Joe, if you couldn't tell from that army uniform. And yeah, I mean, quite cute. I get a bit, he looks still hot to me in that picture. There we are at the party that I talk about in the podcast, where I felt like he really showed up for me and claimed me, and I was like a smitten kitten. And that's the dress I wore out into town that night as well. And here are the photos of Ant and I from that night in town. G.I. Joe has taken these photos, and I don't know if you can tell by my face, but I am just in love. Like, I can't get close enough to him, and yeah, I really treasure these photos because these are the last photos I have with him. I thought we'd better hear from Penis Leash himself. It's created quite a stir, and he's also got another name. His name is H.E. He's been my best friend for a long time, so let's have a little korero with him. Well, thanks for joining me.
More than welcome, my Morg.
We've been friends for a long time.
We have been.
We've just heard in this last episode that I had my 21st, and I had one of my best friends volunteer his penis.
Yes, he did.
To go on a penis leash, and I walked him around on his knees.
Yes, you did. You said in the episode that I was down on my knees, and I had that vision of me thinking, why is this the best way? Like, I feel like I just pulled my pants down, and then that was how we set it up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because you were walking along on your knees, but you still had your pants around your ankles.
Yes. I didn't even know what a penis leash was until then. I've never seen one since.
Neither. So obviously at my 21st, I was upset about Rugby Boy. What do you remember of that relationship with him?
I remember it had its ups and downs. I remember obviously the night of him turning up a bit late to the 21st and it not being cool. And I remember feeling super bummed for you that night. Hence why I got in a penis leash.
To cheer me up. You
Got it,
really
mate.
Did you realise that I was singing so much to him?
No, I didn't. You are a bit of a wordsmith and a bit of a rhymesmith. I don't know if that's even a word. With your singing.
Yeah.
Even though it can be quite ear piercing.
You threw one hell of a New Year's party, HOA.
Yes.
And that is where I hooked up with G.I. Joe.
Yes.
Now, firstly, he pissed me off because he did burnouts.
Yes. I was more pissed off because my mum was pissed.
Yeah, of course.
I remember her saying, I don't care what you do, don't mess with the cows and don't mess with the chickens. And both got messed with.
Oh no, the chickens got messed with?
Yes.
What happened to
Someone
the chickens?
brought one into the house.
That's right.
I think he put
Glow sticks. He put glow sticks around its neck.
the little rings.
Now.
The little ring ones. Yeah. So the chicken was partying. It wasn't harmed.
I don't know if you remember coming in, you're kind of like saying goodnight to everybody, checking the tents, making sure everyone was okay.
Yeah.
You unzip the tent.
Yes.
Can you do your zip noise? So much better than mine. Okay.
Yes.
You opened up the tent.
Yeah.
And you looked in.
Yes.
And you saw me and G.I. Joe.
I did.
And you said Morgs.
Yes.
Anyone but him.
I did say that. It sounds actually really shit of me. When I heard it on the episode, I was like, if I heard that as someone doing that, I'd be like, fuck, what a dick.
You were protective of me
I
as well, though.
I was. And it wasn't anything other than that.
Yeah. So obviously I am on my quest for love. Mm-hmm. And you know that my heart yearning is to settle down, have babies.
Yes.
What do you think I'm doing wrong?
I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think you're an absolute catch. And I think anyone that ends up with you is going to be absolutely lucky, super lucky to have you. But I also think that you and yourself know that you're not just going to settle because you are on a quest for love and you want to, have families and babies and all that sort of stuff, which I can't wait for. But I also think that you are going to do that with the right person. I just think that there's a certain person, certain people that could be out there for you, and that's what you're looking for rather than just something to kind of fill the gap.
All right, my darling, well, thank you so much for your time.
You're so welcome, Morgs. Lucky to have you in my life, so thanks for having me today.
Darling.
Thanks,
Love
mate.
you.
Love you too.
This episode was Munch madness, and if you don't know by now, I'm in love with munching, and so is Hayley. And so the two of us together is just absolutely ridiculous. In this episode alone, we say the word munch 37 times, and I don't even know how many other times in the other episodes leading into this one, but here's a mashup of the munch because I still want more.
Beard between the legs. Grip the thighs.
Yes.
Eat the puss.
And then he kissed my clit. He just made a meal out of me. That was my first munch.
God, how good's a munch? Because you were just like, munch me, munch
I think
me,
so.
munch
I think
me,
his
munch
tongue
me,
had
munch me.
RSI.
Yeah. She's fucking munch hungry. I'm just imagining it would be quite hard with that jaw to eat your puss because it's sort of the jaw's so in the way. You'd have to sort of get on top of it, like around and down. I've got lozenge. Have a look.
All I'm hearing is munching. I would just say to these guys, do you munch box? What I noticed is that he wasn't munching my box.
He doesn't munch box. Morgan cannot go a lifetime without getting her box munched.
And I said, well, your theme song is, I know she knows that I'm not fond of munching.
I'm not fond of munching. If there's one thing we know 5 episodes in, it's that you love a munch.
Oh, God, I love a munch. You love a munch.
I relish a munch.
Munching is just the greatest thing.
Honestly, just a moment again for the munch.
There's like 25 minutes straight of you guys talking about munching.
Like, if someone came in here right now and
no.
was like, I'll give you a munch, I'd be like, absolutely. Lazy
So-
little couch munch.
I think couches are where most of my munches happen.
Moment for the munch.
Shit!
Once you got sucked into munch land. Fuckboy is not good at munching. Keep seeing old no munch, and then you hurt me by being with old no munch, mate. Is no munch Rugby Boy
Yes.
coming to Christmas? And you
but-
want Ant to munch you.
I do.
Sorry,
really
back on the
do.
munching range. Munch. Munch, munch, munch.
Get those
Just make
giblets.
out with it.
It should be
Sorry.
called munch.life at
Don't
this
just
point.
lick the clit. That's all I'm saying. Don't. No. Bit of there.
Oh,
And nibble the giblets.
oh no.
Anyway, eat it. Sorry. Eat it.
Eat it.
Make out with
Like,
it.
Oh my God, make love to
Make-
it.
Ow. Eat the ass as well. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
10 minutes, no mention of munching.
I could tell he wanted to munch me.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we hit it. I don't think we hit
that
7.
was like 3 minutes, not even close.
You can tell through someone's eyes when they want to munch you.
Oh, you can tell like there's a hunger.
There's a hunger. They want to
And-
eat you. Like, you
yes.
should eat the giblets.
Devour like a vampire.
Make out with it.
Oh my God. Well, let's see if he munches.
If G.I. Joe had a munch.
Oh my God. If he really got down there with his Defence Force mouth.
Yeah. Oh my God, he fucking munched. He munched.
me
He munched.
out
He munched.
He can get hot.
Munch,
inside
munch,
a puss.
munch.
Yeah.
Did you get down on the giblets?
Oh, yeah.
Good munch?
Oh, the best munch.
Oh, fuck off.
This was the best munch to date.
How good when you get in a munch.
Oh.
And it's so good that your fucking fingertips are fizzing.
Pins and
then
needles.
mine does this, like, my mouth gets kind of almost paralyzed.
Yes, yeah.
And you can't,
And they move, and it's just so good. You don't even care what you look like.
Now we're down below.
Munching.
Munching.
Oh my God, sakes!
Here's my interview with cute Mama Cares. I really wanted to get her perspective on my 21st and what it was like for her as the host with all my family members to see me walking a friend around with his penis out on a leash. And she also shares the awkward speech that my dad did at my 21st.
Morning, Morgan.
Morning, Cares. It's hump day.
Hump day, we're back on it.
You just listened to episode 5 of Sex.Life. We recapped the home play and it was quite emotional with Hayley and Rachel's sharing. I'm curious how you found listening to that piece, and even if you did that home play.
I thought the message from all of you was really, really good. It's not about what the body is, it's about the essence of the person. So yes, I did do the home play and I did stand in front of the mirror. It's funny, when I had the body that everybody would love to have, I didn't have the inner guts, you know. But now I've got the inner guts and I've got a 70-year-old body. It's a beautiful body. Aww. And it holds me up and it gets me working every day and gets me dancing and joyous. So this is my body.
Yeah. Love to hear it. What did you think about my tactic when I got jealous?
That's an old tactic. It's not a new thing.
What?
Yeah.
What? I definitely made that up.
You did not.
Oh, I
no,
did.
I used to do that with your father. Well, not to that degree. I didn't. But just as we were walking into a party, I said, "Oh God, I forgot to put my knickers on," and he wouldn't take his eyes off me all night. So it's an old. But you went next level, of course, next generation, next level.
Speaking of the 21st, that morning after where Becky and I did prank call him. I mean, that's genius, right? Were you impressed with that?
Absolutely genius. But I want to say that was pretty hard watching you go through, that wonderful celebration of your 21st and him letting you down again and not showing up for you. Yeah.
Also, at my 21st, somebody gifted me a penis leash.
Yes,
Do
they
you
do.
remember what unfolded?
Absolutely. In front of uncles and aunties and your father and I. But you're a weird kid, Morgan. You just didn't know what was going to happen, Next minute, we got a boy on his hands and knees being led around by a goddess and a penis leash. I mean, nothing surprised me, really,
Do you remember Dad doing quite an awkward speech for me at my 21st?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember what he said?
Something about standing up for you today, like he stood up for you 21 years ago or something. So it was about an erection, wasn't it?
Yes.
I mean,
I've had no hope with the parents that I've got, have I? Like,
you chose us.
there was that flatmate from Wellington that came. Do you remember? She came to my 21st.
The one that stole your dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was really annoyed that, because I...
She had a lift.
Yes,
Did she have a lift?
Yes, she did.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
This woman that I came out of.
Oh, well. I mean...
She was wearing my dresses, wearing my makeup, She was obsessed with me.
Yes.
And she was there. And then I went into the bathroom at one point. She was wearing one of those ring watches.
Yes. Yeah.
And she'd obviously taken it off to wash her hands. And I saw it and I got so mad. So I put it in the plug hole and ran the water over top of it.
You are a wild Brumby. I cannot believe you did that. That's so vindictive and mean.
Well, I thought she was mean. And she was eating all the snacks.
Yeah, she did eat a lot. Yeah. She did. Yeah.
A new boy is on the scene in this episode. And I remember coming home to tell you, I think I found the one. Do you remember what I was like at that time?
I liked seeing you together. You were close and touchy, and the care, there was care around and concern. It very soon on, wasn't there? He was protective. He was, I liked him. That episode did take me back to that time and how cute you were when you were with him. And
Yeah, I was a bit cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really let myself just be a bit touchy and handsy and public displays of affection.
Yeah, I like going back to that time. That was great.
Oh, cute. Well, thanks, Kizzy.
Thank you. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Wrap it up. Wrap up the penis.
Yeah.
Well, we've survived another week of Pillow Talk. Thank you for joining me in bed. Next week on Pillow Talk, I'm going to show you the grinding toy that I give to Hayley and Rachel. And I'm going to show you the 3 humps and why it is potentially quite an awkward time for Rachel, as she'll divulge in the next podcast episode. And in the next podcast, we find out why I never see Ant again, and I'm going to unpack that a little bit more. Stay sexy.